What's up, everybody? Welcome to some Edgar Markov. I hope you're excited to jump into House Edgar, get some nice vampires going, get them on the battlefield. We do have one of my favorite vampires, Bloodthorn Vampire, in the hand, so hopefully we can find Blood Artist to kind of tag along with Bloodthorn Vampire. But outside of that, yeah, love the opening hand. Fetid Heath, Blood Crypt, Scalding Tarn, little Orzhov Signet, and Blade of the Blood Chief, which is just absolutely fun in a vampire deck. It is just silly. Okay. Let's go and get the Scalding Tarn down. I think that sounds good. Let's go for the Scalding Tarn. In fact, yeah, let's go and crack that. So we do have Fetid Heath. We have Blood Crypt. Is there any certain land that we want to go for in this particular one? I guess we could go for a black-white land. We already have that. Could go for a red-white if we wanted to. We do have double black off that. Yeah, well, and since we have the Signet, we'll just go and go for Plateau. Yeah, I think I like that. We'll go for Plateau. Let's go for Blade of the Blood Chief. Get that down. Anything else? We're going to go ahead and pass the turn. We're playing Edgar. Whenever you cast a vampire spell, if Edgar is in the command zone or on the battlefield, create a 1/1 black vampire creature token. First strike and haste, and whenever Edgar attacks, put a +1 counter on each vampire that you control. Playing against Rhonas, and I'll cover him in just a second. Him or her. Cannot remember on that one. Let's go to get the Fetid Heath down. Now, we could go for Bloodthorn Vampire if we want to. We can go for Sign. Yeah, let's go and get Bloodthorn Vampire down. I think I like that. Let's go white. Let me get a creature on the battlefield. Double black off the white. Filter mana. Go for Bloodthorn Vampire. Almost. Clicked on the Signet. That would have been a lot of fun. Alright, get down Bloodthorn Vampire, and then we're going to kick it over to our opponent. Playing against Rhonas. Death Touch and Indestructible. It can't attack or block unless you control another creature power 4 or greater. Then for 3 mana. Another target creature gets +2/+0 and gains trample until end of turn. Alright, so see we draw. Ooh, Stromkirk Captain. Okay, let's go and shock the Blood Crypt in. Yeah, we're going to pay 2 on this one. I like this. Let's go ahead and let's go and tap the Fetid Heath down. I'm going to add the black-white off the white. Let's get 1/2. Let's go for. Actually, we need to tap that one for red. Excuse me. Get the Captain down. Old Captain of the Vampires. You can see how pretty busted Edgar can be. You see how many vampires we've got going. Alright, let's go and swing in. That's going to be 6 coming across. Put our opponent down to, excuse me, it's going to be 4 coming across. Put our opponent down to 26. And then going to go and pass the turn. Now, we do have Blade of the Blood Chief on the battlefield. It says whenever a creature dies, put a +1 counter on it. But if that creature was a vampire, put 2 +1 counters on it instead. Now, with us having Bloodthorn Vampire out here, what we can do, and having that +2/+2 ability, we can actually put the Blade of the Blood Chief onto Bloodthorn Vampire, swing in, sacrifice a couple of these tokens, get some good counters on there, and get that nice amplifying effect from Bloodthorn Vampire. Even though it is a temporary effect for the turn, we can get that +2/+2 bonus if we want to swing in. And it cannot attack or block. So let's see what we kind of draw into. Draw into Patron of the Vein. Okay, so we can go for Orzhov Signet. Get that down and still go for Sign in Blood. I think I like that. Let's go and do that. Let's go and get the... either we need to have that mana tap for double black. I guess either way, if we're going to tap out for that, and then go for, yeah, okay, let's go and push in first. I'm not going to be able to block. I was thinking we could go for the Signet and go for Sign in Blood, but I think whatever way we tap it down, we're not going to be online for double black mana. Okay, we've got the whole crew swinging in. Going to put them down to 18, and let's go and go for Sign in Blood first. I'd like to see if we can't make the land drop for the turn, then go for that. We're going to choose us. Yes, we are. Let's go white and then double black. There we go, white in the double black of the filter mana. Go Sign in Blood, choosing ourselves. Draw 2 cards, lose 2 life, puts it down to 25. Ooh, Viscera Seer, yeah, we'll go and get you down. Get down Viscera Seer, get an extra vampire going, and then we're going to go and pass the turn. But yeah, so you can see at least in 1 versus 1, you know, this seems like it'd be a perfectly fine commander for like a multiplayer game. But in 1 versus 1, it adds up really quick. It's kind of like... Sorry, I'm doing some early morning recording, and my my alarm just went off. Yep, my opponent just scooped it up. So, but yeah, you can see 1 versus 1 where it's like kind of like a battle Oro. It's like a worse version of Loro in that we just get a bunch of vampires on the battlefield, and our opponent did scoop it up. So I'm getting a few smaller videos like this, so what I may end up doing is kind of splicing some of these quick videos together. So if you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe. Thanks. Bye. What's up, everybody? Welcome to some Edgar Markov, some nice Mardu vampires. As far as opening hand goes, yeah, I don't mind this. Bloodline Keeper, that's always fun. Yeah, we'll keep on this one. Sounds like a plan. Playing its Karn. Should be a fun match. Let's let our opponent do their thing. But we are playing Edgar Markov. So whenever you cast another vampire spell, if Edgar's in the command zone or on the battlefield, create a 1/1 black vampire creature token, first strike haste, and then whenever it attacks, put a +1 counter on each vampire that you control. Ooh, Falcon Wrath. Let's go ahead and get the, I guess we'll get the Inspiring Village down. I'm fine with that. Let's go and get that down. Let's go for the Blade of the Blood Chief. And then anything else, we're going to go and pass the turn to our opponent. I'm playing against Karn. Whenever Karn blocks or becomes blocked, it gets -4/+4 until end of turn. Then for 1 mana, target non-creature artifact becomes an artifact creature with power and toughness equal to its converted mana cost until end of turn. Opponent's going to get a Hedron Archive, and got a lot of mana going pretty quick. Hopefully we can survive it. Let's go and get the Catacombs down, and then we're going to go ahead and pass the turn. But yeah, I've really enjoyed my time with Edgar so far. It's been, man, he's just a really fun commander. Now, as far as my particular build of the deck, this is pretty much your kind of vampire good stuff. You can see we have Falcon Wrath Aristocrat in the hand. We also have Bloodline Keeper. You know, outside of the kind of the beat stick vampires, we do have a little bit of, if you want to believe it or not, we might have Blood Artist in here. Blood Artist is a vampire, and so maybe a small subset of aristocrats. If you're new to the channel, if you're seeing this video, if you don't know my channel, I play a ton of aristocrats. So let's go and get the Blood Crypt down, and then not going to pay 2. Kick it back over to us. I'm probably going to go ahead and get down the Pawn of Ulamog. I think that sounds good. Let's go, or we could go for Drana, flying in first strike. Let's go and get the Swamp down. I think if we go for Drana, yeah, that's going to give us our best bet. Let's go and go for Drana. That way we can swing in. It'd be nice to get down Pawn, but since we drew into that, I really like that. And then plus we can get an extra counter on the Vampire token. Okay, get Drana down onto the battlefield, and then anything else, we're going to go and kick it over. And in fact, if we actually want to put the blade on one of them, we can definitely go for that. But yeah, so we are running aristocrats in here. It just works really well. I mean, we're getting vampire tokens on the battlefield from Edgar. And so we do have a couple sack outlets in here, which happen to be vampires too, so it really kind of fits on theme. We have Viscera Seer, and we also have Bloodthorn Vampire. Actually, Bloodthorn Vampire is probably my favorite sack outlet. I've done a lot of aristocrats in my time, and she's always been a very reliable sack outlet. I've always enjoyed it. So it fits on theme with the vampires too. Okay, opponent does get down Karn, and let's see what else they're going to go for. It's going to be 1 mana. But yeah, so you know, you just simply cast all your vampires, get them on the battlefield, start swinging in. You can utilize something like Drana to get those +1 counters on the attacking creatures, and then really have fun. Okay, Conqueror's Gallon swung in, exile it at the end of combat, return it transformed. Okay, that's not too bad. Alright, Swinging Force is going to put us down to 25. Okay, and then we draw into, hey, super secret backup Drana. Let's go and get the Scrubland down. Now, the Falcon Wrath Aristocrat will have haste. Yeah, let's go and do that. We can also sack a vampire if we wanted to. Yeah, let's go and go for Falcon Wrath. I like that. Tap for black. Get another vampire onto the battlefield. Let's go for Falcon Wrath Aristocrat. Let's go and swing in. It's going to be 5 coming. Yeah, we could actually go and swing in both of them because they do have flying. So it's going to end up being about 5 coming across with 7. Okay. Put our opponent down to 20. We're going to get that trigger. Put it on Falcon Wrath. She's going to deal her damage. Put him down to 15. Let's see what they're going for in response to that. Draw a card, discard a card. Okay. And I love the art on Conqueror's Foothold. Looks so good. That kind of looks like a Bob Ross painting a little bit with the kind of like that purple on orange with the sun in the background. Love it. Really good looking art. And it looks good on both of them too. Okay, Scrap Trawler in the bin. Put them down to 15, and then we're going to go and kick it back over. Now, as far as next turn, we do have at least, we're looking at 6, probably about 10 in the air. If we can get down the Blade of the Blood Chief, and then start sacrificing some of the creatures, put some of the vampire, put some of those tokens on there since Falcon Wrath isn't a sack outlet. And if we want to, we can also get down the Bloodline Keeper, or if we go for Pawn of Ulamog, we can start sacrificing some of those once we start sacrificing our zombies, and then putting those extra counters on there. But yeah, you know, as far as the triggered ability from Edgar from the command zone, that's always kind of, I don't know, like I've never been a huge fan of, got Kozilek coming down, alright. Alright, so it's going to be Menace 12/12 body. It's not going to have haste. I think we might be in a good spot to go for it next turn. But yeah, as far as like effects from the command zone, like I don't know, like Edgar's fun. but it just feels kind of cheap sometimes. But hey, that's what we're doing, having fun. All right, let's see what we draw into. Let's go and get the mountain down if we don't hit the land drop. Draw into plateau. Let's go and get that down. Yeah, let's go and go for, let's get on Pond of Ulamog. Tap that down. Let's go and equip the Blade of the Blood Chief onto one of our creatures. Because it's not going to have reach. None of them have reach, no. I'm going to put the Blade onto the Falcon Wrath Aristocrat. And with the Blade, whenever a creature dies, if it was a vampire, put 2 counters on there. So if we swing in, we're going to get that first strike damage coming across. We'll still go ahead and do that. Yeah, let's go and push in. We'll hold off on the event. Well, if they don't block, more than likely they'll declare blockers, but we'll still sacrifice it in response. Okay, opponent scoops it up. We're going to be able to sacrifice the vampire. That's going to be 2 counters on Falcon Wrath, which is going to be 7. Sacrifice the other vampire. That's going to be another 2 counters, which is going to be 9. And that'll be exactly lethal once Rhonas swings in with that first strike. So, you can see you can get it done without getting the commander down, and also kind of utilizing some of the creatures with the sack out to get some good counters on there. So, if you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe. Thanks. Bye.